Hello everyone, I'm Leandri and welcome to Leandri Crafts. Today I'm going to be doing a flip through for you guys out of one of my new books from Christopher Hart named Manga Mania. And then I'm also going to show you guys how I color the first page that I want to in this book. And it is going to be a color along body color with the lovely Sabi. I'll add her details for you guys as well. Go check out her Instagram profile. She really does amazing pages. So I am very intimidated by doing a body with her in this book, but I'm going to do my best and I'm going to enjoy it. After the flip through, I do not know how. Okay, I am going to tell you guys about some of the stuff that I tried on my test, on a test page. I'm going to show you just now, and then during the coloring the first page, I don't know how much of chatting I'll be doing, tips or stuff. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. It will be a sped up video, and whenever I want to say something, you guys will see it comes down to a normal speed. Anyways, let's get into the flip through of this book. Ignore the first page for now. I will tell you guys now what happened here. I'm going to go onto a speed up for the flip through. If you guys have seen it, you can just go onto me coloring the page and see how that goes, because I don't know how it's gonna go. Let's see. I just want to mention that the paper is fairly thick. It is a double-sided book, so that's the important info at this stage. I'm just trying to make sure that I've got the book in center. Okay, now I'm going to keep quiet and I'm going to do the flip through. See you guys now. As you guys can see, there is a big variety of images for everybody in this book. There's so many awesome pages in here that what I did was I used a random number generator and I selected 5 pages out of this book in that way, and I sent them to Sabi, and then together we decided which one we prefer, and this is then the image that won the battle of the random number pages. So guys, I would have loved if this was a single-sided book. I would even have gone for half of the images in this book if it was single-sided, because I mean, you guys can see it's already a very thick book. Imagine now if it was single-sided. I would even have gone for that. Really, I would have, and I would have paid extra. I am useless with water mediums. That's at least how I feel. So let me quickly tell you guys what happened on this first page over here. As you can see, I tried to test some stuff. So Crayola Super Tips is not something that is easily obtainable here in South Africa. So I did manage to get this packet of 12 pastel colors. And yes, so what I tried at first, because the paper feels fairly smooth, right? So I tried to, I used the super tip over here, and then I went in with a damp brush, and I wanted to pull the ink out. Okay, sorry for bumping you guys. I just want to zoom in a little bit. Is that too much? Maybe. Okay, like that. So I wanted to pull the super tip ink out, and I wasn't achieving joy at all. And then also, I wasn't pressing very hard with the tip. Really, I wasn't. When I turned the page, I saw this. Okay, well, that's not going to work. Then I might as well use an alcohol marker, and I'm not going to do that. So then next up, what I tried was I put super tip on a piece of plastic, and then went in with a water brush and brought it over here so that I can use it as water paint. And even that, it is a bit lighter now, but it did still ghost, and I don't want that. I know ghosting will happen, but guys, I want to enjoy doing this. I don't want to stress about what I'm doing on this side is going to mess up the other side. So that was the super tip. So obviously then I've decided against using them on this page. Then I took out this cheap gouache that I bought. I've never used it before. I opened it yesterday when I was testing. I wanted to try them out. So they just look like that. A few basic colors. And okay, obviously I did not go and watch a video of how to use gouache. So I just popped it in a palette. And I put some water in it. And that's what happened here. Then I put in some more water there. I'm not sure what I did. I can't remember. But I wasn't happy because even that... that's not that. What was that? That was also the gouache with... Okay, I'm going to tell you what I did there. Okay, so... Oh. Because I'm trying to remember. And then my brain and my mouth doesn't want to come together. But in any case, here where I used just the gouache... And now when it's dry, it doesn't look that bad. But again, like I said, I don't want to struggle, guys. I really don't. I just want to enjoy. Then something else I've never tried before was wet on wet method. So I wet the page a bit here, and then I added the gouache, and that was just even worse. I don't like that. And then the last thing that I tried, can't remember, what did I do here? I can't remember. But the last thing I tried, and I was happy with that, is these watercolor Finelino Deli pencils. I also, okay, it looks like this now because I already took some of the colors out that I'm going to use on this page. It's just the basic set of 24. And yeah, I haven't used them before on a page, so this will now be my first time that I'm going to use them, and I'm quite happy with the effect that it had here, where I used the that's not what I do. Where I used the purple pencil, and even on the skin. I know it's very light, but I just lightly quickly scribbled on a leg, and I wetted it a bit where here you can see I made a darker edge, and then to bring the water out. So that is what I'm going to try and do with this page, because I'm so used to just coloring with pencil. So I would have loved to be able to do this with alcohol marker and then just shade on top, because I do realize that it will take me forever if I have to do it with pencil, especially these large areas in the background and the curtains and like even her hair and stuff. So guys, I'm going to try. You are either going to see me succeed or you are going to see me fail, but you will see it firsthand. Either way, that's what's going to happen. Before I start, before I start, I am going to go make coffee first. But before I go do that, just to quickly tell you guys what I think, what colors I'm going for. If you guys watched a few of my videos, you will know that I really, really enjoy my cow spots color palettes. They really do bring me joy. So I am going to try and incorporate that on this page. And these are then my bright colors, and then the browns and the skin tones that I will be using on this page. And we'll see how it goes. I don't know how I'm going to Obviously, I will want to do shading. That I'll probably do with my brute funers. Maybe I'll first try do some shading with these pencils themselves, dry. Let's see where we go. But first, some coffee. I'll be right back. Coffee is ready, guys. Let's get coloring. It would help if I have a brush and some water, right? So I've got some brushes. I can't remember where I bought them. And a water cup. And a kitchen towel. I am going to add a piece of paper behind, just in case water and stuff screws up my life for me. Let's see. I actually do not know whether I need to go into this like in a shading fashion. I don't know whether I'm supposed to sharpen these pencils. Let's do that. You guys need to excuse me for pushing and pulling the book in all different directions. I will never be able to finish this page if I am trying to keep it steady. Not steady. You guys know what I mean. If I only have it like this the whole time, I won't be able to do it. I'm just looking for my brush, the other brush. This one. I was looking for that one. Okay. I'm looking at this, guys, and I actually think that this brush tip is going to be too big. I will go and look for something smaller once I get to the water part. I was pressing so hard on this point that it broke. Let me try again. Not pressing that hard. Might not be necessary. So guys, at the moment I am trying to just space out my colors. Okay. I'm not really sure at this stage what I'm doing. Have I ever been sure what I'm doing? Let's go with this one as well. If you guys want to be adventurous and fast forward and see what happens when I add water to this, be my guest. I'm also very interested to know, because at this stage I don't know, am I adding enough pencil? Am I not? See, did I go with the point again? Okay, so I'm definitely not used to these. They feel very soft, and maybe that's just a watercolor pencil thing. I don't know. But let's see. I think the big thing here is I need to also now stop being precious about what I'm doing here, because I'm very used to blending my pencils, and you can actually see that is what I'm trying to do here. I'm starting with a harder to medium pressure and then tethering out the color as I go. I don't know if that is the right thing to be doing. Okay, so let's move on to onto a pink. Let's try and not be as precious, right? Maybe that is the trick. Because yes, we love our coloring, guys, but let's face it, we also only have so much time. If we can do something to get the process to go a bit quicker, then we're all for it, right? I'm definitely going to need a smaller brush. Guys, at this stage, I don't know if I'm supposed to be adding more, like coloring a whole part of a thing or of an object, or whether it's going to, am I going to be able to pull the color down? I am not sure. And as I'm going, I'm just actually thinking maybe I should have like made all of these blue, all of those purple, all of those pink. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to look too busy. I don't know. We'll have to see when it's done, right? Let's see, what else do we have? Green. Are we really gonna use green? We've got cherries, but I didn't add red, so maybe I'll just fetch a red for the cherries, because it'd be nice to have the cherries in a red color. I think afterwards, for all these bits, I'll come in with a super golden marker for the cake stand stuff. Oh, we have green over here. Let's do that green. And now let's maybe, the leaves. Oh, that point broke. The leaves are also so small. I don't think it's really gonna help or really gonna work if I try to use two different greens. So, but I am going to try that in any case, because technically it should just dissolve them and mix the colors, shouldn't it? Maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Let's do that with all of our leaves. Guys, me not being too precious about how neatly I'm coloring, it just feels wrong. Guys, that feels so wrong. Look, it looks like I'm scribbling. I hope this is going to work. Ah. Guys, I don't know what macaroons are supposed to look like. The bottom of the macaroon. Isn't it usually the same color as the top? I don't know. Well, it's going to be now. What's that? It's big purple macaroon. That's what it is. What color don't we have there yet? Let's add a little bit more blue here at the back. Guys, this is now already me wondering about these life decisions that I made here. If I should have rather made all the macaroons one color. I know I've said this. I know I have. But yeah, now we're already into it. So let's just go for it. At least now it looks like she has one color of each of everything. Like these. Or were they supposed to be sandwiches? I don't know. You guys can see I'm adding more color onto some of these. I don't know if that's going to help. Am I making it worse? I don't know. We'll see soon. I'll be right back. Guys, I found a red. So I'm just going to add that onto all of our cherries. As you guys can see, I'm not worrying about highlights or shadows or any of that. We will sort out shadows with pencil, and we will sort out highlights with a Posca pen. Making the strawberry red as well. So guys, now I need to decide whether I'm first going to come in with my water for all the small elements and see how that goes before I do the background. I have a feeling that is what I'm going to do. Let's see. I think that is okay for now. I am going to be right back. I am going to go and look for a smaller brush because I think this will do for some of it, like for that and that, but not for these small areas. I'll be back. So I found a smaller one, guys. I mean, if you look at that, that's quite a big difference. And I also didn't clean it properly. It still has some gold paint on it. Let's maybe start out with some of the bigger areas. Okay, hold thumbs, hold thumbs. I'm too scared to go in with too much water, but that looks like a little bit not enough. So just add a little bit more. I'm going to try and not be too precious also about going over the lines. Yes, I'm not trying to be messy on purpose, but I'm just checking. It's still looking good. I am trying to see what can I do like in a book like this to make the coloring process just go a little bit quicker. Because yes, as much as we enjoy the page that we're currently busy with, we're always thinking of what page is next. What plans do I have for the rest of the month? I'm wondering now, don't know if I'm making a mistake by doing all the brown first, because then I don't have to worry about cleaning the brush that much. But now I'm also going to have my hand in wet paint. Hopefully it dries quick. I don't know. Let's see. So guys, I need to now see, okay? You can see here where I was doing more scribbly. I need to decide whether I'm happy with how that looks. I don't want to go in with too much water. Or am I just going to fix that with shading? And that's how I feel. I need to figure out, right, how what scribbles should I go for. And because now I was actually having thoughts now. Imagine I do not go in with any pencil over top and I just leave it like this. But then I don't want it to look this scribbly. That gives me the impression that it wasn't colored or painted. Then I feel like it was just scribbled. So let's see the pink. Yeah, I had a darker pink at the top and a little bit a lighter pink. I need more water. That's not looking too bad. I like the look of that. Just checking the page for water damage. Okay, do the middle first and then... Guys, I'm probably going to do that a lot. Okay, that was a little bit... it was just a darker pink there. I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm not even using that small brush because I don't use brushes a lot. I didn't think about the fact that as soon as you make the brush wet, it has a finer point. Yeah, laugh at me. You were probably shouting it from the beginning. Cleandre, this is painting 101. Come on. Okay, let's go for the purple. I just need to remember now that some of the elements are obviously still wet, because on some of them I'm using more water. I was really wondering how will it look if I leave it like this, where it just looks like this painterly thing going on. If I just add highlights, maybe minimal shadows. I must say, I am quite enjoying this. This is different for me. I'm very glad you guys can't see my face right now because the concentration, oh my goodness. Other side is still looking good. Okay. Orange. Ooh, you see, there I put my almond blue paint. Go for yellow. Oh, that was a lot of water. Too much for my comfort levels. With the leaves, I'm not really trying to bring down or up. Remember, we're just mixing the two greens. And I am quite aware of how much I'm going over these lines. But again, not going to be too precious about it. Guys, I think that is all of it. Looks like it. So I am going to just leave this to dry a bit. I need to think now. Yeah, maybe I should just leave it to dry before I start with the background elements, or maybe I can, yeah, let it just dry for a little bit, and then I will think about shading, because I actually quite like the way this now looks, because I had the darker edge. Maybe because I do like with the brown, I have a darker brown here. If you guys can see, this is the brown I used, and then this is the darker one. So maybe I can do that same type of shading and then wet it again. Maybe I can do this page without dry pencils. I don't know. But I am going to let that dry first. I think in the meantime, I am just going to start with the base layer for the background. So guys, I was just having a quick think about it. And I said don't want to be too precious here, but we have to now see. I don't want to get this effect where it looks too streaky. So I am going to make my curtains purple. Okay. And then I was thinking the wall, the bluish color, or maybe I have a different blue over here, peacock blue. Oh, guys, I haven't even been telling you what the pencil's color names is because I don't really think it matters. You, if you want to color along with me, I don't think that was ever the intention with this page. This is just for you to see what I do and if it's gonna work. And then, yeah. But in any case, so I am going to do the wallpaper, that bluish color. And then I was thinking this door frame, or inside the door frame, maybe also purple, and maybe the actual frame, a super golden marker purple. See, now I want to see if I just make it, and I know that's also not necessary to make it lighter right now because I can still add more shading like I want to do now with the rest of the elements, and bring back some more water. We'll see what this page ends up eventually. For these bubbles here, or the circles on the curtain, I'm going to do the water pencil over top, and then I will come in with the super golden markers to make them other colors. I'm not going to try and paint around them. I must say, I am loving these bright colors on this page. I think I made the right call. Even though you guys might be getting sick of this color palette, I am not. So I hope you'll stick with me, even if I love this color palette so much. So guys, I am not used to coloring big spaces of wall like this, and I do realize I can't just make the shadow come out from this part, like right on this edge, because this thing, the curtain isn't hanging straight onto the wall. Again, should not overthink this. Oh, I forgot to give the vase a color. Oh my goodness. Forgot about that. The rest of the stuff is feeling fairly dry at this stage, and the backside's still looking good. No issues. I'm wondering I'm really wondering now. I do think I'll bring a little bit of a shadow out of there, because where am I going to put the shadow? Okay, let me do that. I'm going to do the wall, and then I am going to go in with water for the curtains and the wall. So guys, I think I have all the blue wall bits. And just as I say that, I see another bit. Okay, I do believe I'm going to go in with the curtains first. And then the wall. Okay, let's see. I want to start from the darker portions. And that was the idea. Whether that's now gonna work or not, that I don't know. Maybe it's all just gonna look like one color. Again, concentration on my face. Guys, I must say I'm impressed with these pencils on this paper, because obviously I've tried them out before on copy paper, and I wasn't impressed. It's obviously cheap pencils. And it's like you can see, okay, I won't say I'm getting used to the process, but as I'm continuing with this page, here and there things are starting to go a little bit quicker as I'm gonna say getting more adventurous. It's just getting more used to the process, I guess. I think a lot of times we are also way too hard on ourselves. Okay, that really happens a lot. Even if you're going to try something new for the first time, just play, just have fun. That is, in the end, the most important part of what this hobby is supposed to bring us is fun. Any hobby is supposed to bring you fun. It shouldn't cause you stress and angst. Okay, I think that looks cool. Cool. And how's the paper doing? I don't know how buckly this will be afterwards. I mean, how much water do we have on here at the moment? It's a little buckly, but not crazy. Sorry for going quiet there, guys. My mic died. But maybe you guys would have seen that I went in with the same shades of pencils that I initially used, and I added some shading. I decided against adding more water to the page, or not more, obviously going to use more water, but for the shadows, because as you guys can see, it's already fairly buckly. Heavy books will sort that out, but in any case, I am not going to add more water for the shading. I think it actually looks quite good just like that. So now I'm trying to figure out what to do with this piece behind her. I think that's a cupboard because we have the vase with the flowers on top, but I don't want to make it brown because I'm going to give her brown hair, I think. Yeah, so I don't want to do that. I'm thinking it will be a purple cupboard. Yes. But ooh, I'm putting the pencils all over the place. Maybe if I make the cupboard a light purple. Yes, let's do that. Okay, we will add water to that in a bit. I just now need to think. I know I'm going to make her hair brown, but I have not thought of her outfit yet. I have also not thought about that cat yet. Let's start with the skin tone. This is the scary part, guys. The cakes can still look weird. Our main character for the page can't look weird. What I'm thinking instead, okay, not that you guys can really see that on camera when I'm looking at the screen. I tried now to put in shading here and over here and over here, but I think I am just going to base it just with like one layer of this color, and then again I will come in afterwards when it's dry and then shade the rest or shade her skin. That's what I'm going to try. But I do realize it's so light you can't even really see it on camera. Maybe after editing, I don't know. Now for her hair. See, I am now not sure. When I look at the brown that I've been using for the cakes, that's the brown for the cakes. Then I also have that brown, which I think is a more cooler toned brown. So now I'm not sure whether I should stick with the brown that I've used for the cakes. Yeah, I am going to do that. But this time I'm going to try and not get that streaky effect that we had on that cake over there, because I wasn't very happy about that. Yeah, I'm just gonna add like a little shadow here where we have the bow, and then pull out the color from there, like similarly to what I did with the curtains. and the wallpaper. Then we'll see what it looks like. Guys, I must tell you, the part that I'm most nervous of is her hair and her skin. I'm not going to be too worried about correct shadow placement and stuff because I just want it to look okay. Like even here, I know I can see, I know that was supposed to be a highlight, and maybe I'll still add the highlight, and this should be, maybe I'll still add the highlight with the Posca Pen. I don't know. So I am also trying to prove to myself that a big page like this with all the open spaces doesn't have to be quite as daunting as I make it out in my mind, and that it is something that doesn't have to take days and days of coloring to finish. And yeah, the more time you spend on it, the better it will look, right? Probably, maybe not. Depends on what you do with the page. If you continue and continue and continue. But my point is, it doesn't have to take forever to look good. And sometimes it doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said earlier, as long as you enjoyed it, that's all that matters. Now, wondering about this cat, because I do believe I made the right call to make her hair this brown, because then it balances out with the cakes that we have on the page. But I cannot make this cat the same color. I don't know what I'm going to do with the cat. Perhaps we can have a cat with an identity crisis. I have a cat. His name is Sparkles. His name is Sparkles because we didn't know he was a boy when my daughter decided his name is going to be Sparkles. And Sparkles behaves like a dog. So maybe this cat can have an identity crisis and look like a cow. Maybe. Because really I can't make him this color because then it's going to look like a part of a hair. But okay, I think that is it for now for the hair. What I'm going to do is take a sip of coffee, and then I'm going to check if the mic is still on. Looks like it. Quickly go in with water on the purple for the cupboard. So I also don't think that I am going to add shading to the cupboard. That's why I just really went in with this light purple pencil there, because I don't want it to overpower the girl here in the front of the picture, because she's supposed to be the main focus. And the other thing also, I haven't now decided what color I'm going to make her dress. So I also, the cupboard really, did I do this now? Oh goodness, why is that now brown? The cupboard really needs to just be, oh, that looks weird, but okay, whatever. It just needs to be there. And it's a color because it's there. I can't just leave it white. Okay, now the hair. Let's do her hair. This is really a very warm toned brown. That's why I think the other one wouldn't have fit the rest of the page, because we made the cakes the warm toned brown. So again, I don't want to be too precious about this. I will, once it's dry, come back in and add some shadows with the same color pencil. I know I added shadows in here, but I wanted to look more painterly. Sorry if it sounds like I'm not finishing my thoughts. It's because of the concentration. I think that looks okay. Oh, this poor page of all the water. I will probably not try and iron the page, because I am going to use GuangNa Super Golden markers on here. Can I do that? But I will just put it under some heavy books once I'm done. Did you guys see? I really did not use the other brush. I want to see now if I do this. Go in with more broader strokes, because I don't want it to look. Oh yes, what do I do with that brush tip now? Don't want it to look like I was trying to. And if you guys see, I'm holding. Oh, and now my head's in the page. I don't know how many times I've done that now. I'm struggling to see the water is making. Okay, the water with my ring light. I'm struggling to see what I'm doing. I'm struggling to get the right angle to see what exactly is going on. So sorry about that. I'm probably not going to edit that out, because how will I ever find that piece in the footage? So now you guys can't say that you never see me. Okay. Alright, did I get all? No, I didn't. Okay, I think I got all her hair. Let's just see. Oh, this poor page. Look at that. Look at that. But I am really, really enjoying those colors. I almost forgot that I still have to put water to activate her skin. Let's quickly do that. And then obviously I will give those portions, those parts of the page a breather to just dry up. And then I will add some shading for her skin and for the hair. I must now really try my best not to pull in the blue over here. And what is now weird with the skin tones, because it is so light, I can barely see where I'm activating it. It just still looks the same. Maybe we'll be able to see better once it dries. Okay, and then here on her hand. Funny how with the rest of the video I wasn't always giving running commentary, but this is some scary stuff, guys. Scary stuff. Stuff not being the word that I wanted to use. But it's scary. Let me just put it like that so that I can see. Oh, I mustn't forget about a face. Okay, face. Okay. Not pull in any of the hair color. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about shading on the skin tone. If you guys would have seen some of my other portrait pages, like my Hannah Carlson images or Hannah Lynn, I have a very specific way in which I do the skin tones, and so that it will be coming out from dark to light. And obviously, I don't even know if I have those colors in this set of 24 pencils. So I'll see. But I'm very impressed with the colors that I'm getting out of this set. I'm really, really impressed. So guys, now I am going to just go off screen for a moment because I'm hungry and I need to quickly think about what I'm going to do about her dress or her top, because we can't see the bottom part. So I will be right back with you guys. So guys, I've been contemplating, and I think this poor page. Okay, I am going to start off with a pink that I'm going to add to this portion of her bow. I'm also going to be making part of her top pink because I'm feeling we've got lots of blues and we've got little light purple there and we've got lots of purple on the curtains. Let's then rather bring back the pink for her top. I know we don't have a lot of orange. Maybe I'll do that on this little portion of the bow thingy here that she has around her neck. It is actually terrible. How little orange I have. I only realize that now. We have orange there, peeking out there, and a little bit over there. Orange was evidently not the main color of this picture. I'm definitely not going to give her a bright orange top, guys. I'm not that adventurous, let me tell you that. She's gonna look like a curtain. Ah, she might. Okay, now I was thinking, and I'm just trying to imagine this now. If I make this yellow, will it stand out in a terrible way? Will it stand out in a good way? I actually don't know. I do not know. Let's do it yellow. Sorry if I shouted. Just checking, mic is still on. Obviously I didn't fully charge it when it died. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, me and these points. Maybe I'll learn the next page. And then I'm going to see, this is now the portion that I'm actually that little part, that little bow looks fine. I don't know if this whole thing. Yeah, let's do it. We've been binge watching Stranger Things, and one of the most used lines in that series is "screw it." So yes, we're making it yellow. Screw it. Okay, so that's now yellow. This biscuit. Let's make the biscuit orange. Why not? Then at least we have something else that's orange. Guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but I have definitely not been using all the pencils that I showed you guys before I started. I was still thinking that I was going to be blending through, or not blending, yeah, just shading, or not shading, using more than one color per blend. and I haven't really been doing that. I'll show you guys once I'm done which pencils I actually used. Not so much which, but how many. Okay, so now let's just look at yeah. We'll obviously add some highlights and stuff over there, but we'll see. The page is looking atrocious. Okay, so now whilst the her shirt is drying, I need to now think of adding shadows in for her hair as well as for her skin. So, oops, that was a good catch. Let me sharpen this brown. Okay. I don't know, these poor pencils aren't gonna make it. I mean, yeah, I've barely used the red, and that is how much of the brown. Again, I'm probably not using it correctly, but okay. So let me think about this quickly. If I now rather try and put the shadows where, if I think about it properly, that they should go, and I know I can see it this way as well, but I'm checking there on the screen, and I think it actually balances out nicely. We have the pink and purple here and there, and then again here. Yeah, we do have the cake over here, but we have like 3 big pieces of pink and purple. But okay, so let's see. I would think, and remember, I'm not gonna take water in here again, and I have to use this brown because we said the other brown is too dark. Oh, not too dark. Oh, there goes the point again. Cold tone. Let's see if I can add shadow here, if it's going to make a difference. That does look better, right? Yeah, that looks better. And then there we have a portion of the hair that is falling over. So we're going to make that darker. I'll put in a shadow over there. We have that one. Let's just see quickly. Make that whole bit dark. And then yeah, where it goes underneath the curl. Okay. I know it's not very, and I don't know if you guys can even see it on the screen. Whether that's making a difference or not, but it's okay. I'm gonna add them in any case. Maybe it will make a difference to the overall picture. Add them there. And guys, I don't know, like I told you earlier, these were the portions that I was feeling most anxious about, is skin and hair. And now I don't know, is that now why I'm being being overcritical of these two things? Will I step back and then tomorrow when I look at it think, oh no, it doesn't look that bad? And don't get me wrong, I'm talking about the skin and the hair. I also like the rest of it, but not the skin and the hair yet. I did only now realize that the name on this is light skin. Let's see, what was the other one's? Skin. Was that this one? No? That one, yeah. So that is apparently skin, and then that one, mock orange. Oh, so this will be interesting, guys. I realized my phone stopped recording, and I'm not going to check now what was the last thing that it actually recorded. I don't know if it's maybe full. Don't hope so. We'll see. Maybe you guys just get half a video and then you just see on Instagram what the image ended up looking like. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do with nails yet. I also need to figure out what I'm going to do with her cheeks. Okay, obviously she still needs an eye color. See, I don't want to overdo the... But okay, again, I don't know if you can see it. I can at least see where I've now intensified that color. Okay, so before I do her face, let me quickly think. What color am I making her eyes? Blue like the wallpaper or blue like the cakes? Let's do the wallpaper. Let me just sharpen that. And then I'll quickly want to go and check. Sabi was sending me progress updates yesterday, and I told her I'm going to look at some of her shading. So let me go, because I know her eyes looked stunning. Okay, I want to see, where did she put shading? It looks like she left that. The picture is looking stunning and it's not even finished. It looks like there she had a little bit of color. And now the question is also, am I going to do that also with water? Okay, no. So we're going to start out here with a bit darker. I don't have a darker version of that. And we're going to start there and come down. I'm going to put water on this. Then it should just like that, so that you have that white there. And then she also added some more of those little dots but I'll do that later. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Thank you, Sabi. And then I'm going to do the same for this eye. Sabi's hair looks a lot better than mine. We must not compare our work to other people's work. But come on, let's be honest. We do that. As long as we then learn. Like now, I'm learning by looking what Sabi does for the shading of the eyes. And then I will also do it. The curtain also looks stunning. All just looks stunning. And sorry, I'm looking at Sabi's picture. Oh, it just looks so good, so cohesive. Okay, let me continue with mine. I only have 20 minutes left before I want to go start with the food. Okay, so now the eyes are done. Let's go back to the. No, I want to know, what did she do on the cheeks? What is the picture? The cheeks. See, I'm wondering if I. No, see, now I'm nervous. I'm so nervous now because I also want to add just like a little blush to the cheeks, and I think I need to do that before I go in with the rest of the shading for the the face. Okay, and it's pencil, so I'm assuming I can try and rub it out if I'm not happy. So let's see if I. It's almost if I could rather use like a chalk pastel, a little bit of chalk pastel. Yeah. Okay, let's see. It's probably like this area around here, right? So let's. That looks very red. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm happy with that. Don't know, guys. I don't know what's gonna look like when I try and just now blend it out with the skin color. Oops. Well, it looks like somebody. Let me turn the face. Where is my eraser? And see now on the screen it looks lighter. Oh, don't fall. It looks lighter than what it actually is. Yeah, I'm not happy with that. Let's clean this up a bit. Let's see. I'll just do this. Man. And you know, now Now I basically need to do the same screw up on that side because now I can't completely erase it. Yeah, that's how far it's gonna get. Okay, so then I try and make the same. Guys, I don't know what I'm doing. And this is now like seriously, I don't want to get here to almost the end and then everything goes to the crackers. Again, not what I wanted to say. Okay, I think before I continue over there, let me add the rest of the shading on her face. So I am going to add like a big piece of shading over there and bring that. Oh, my finger is burning, guys. Now I'm actually wondering if I, not that I know where it is now, my white Prismacolor pencil. I definitely don't know where it is. But I was wondering if I maybe used a little bit of that over the red cheeks. Yes, I am still recording. Let me just check this bag. Yes, I have it. Okay, I'm going back. You see, when I stand a bit further away from the page, the cheeks don't look that bad because you can't see the pencil-y strokes. I don't know what I'm saying, man. Okay. And I know I said I want to use other pencils. I just want to try and save the cheeks. Okay, that already looks better. This doesn't look round. I just want to make a bit rounder. Okay. Let me stop there. No, not there. I wanted to say let me stop there before I completely screw it up. Okay. I think that looks okay. I'm wondering if I should add a little bit more shadow underneath her eyes, like over here, like that. Can't really call it shadows, right? It's like let's rather call it definition. I don't know. Maybe. Well, it's there now. We saw it's not that easy to erase these. Okay. Alright. Now I was wondering, like a bit more definition on the hands. I know with all the other stuff I was saying not to be too precious, but this feels like one of those things where we still need to be a bit precious about. Gonna add a little bit over here. Dog is chasing the cat. It's not terrorizing him, just bothering him. And then, see, now I want to, because I have on that hand and not on this one, just add a little bit over here. And I know this video is going to be long, and I'm not, yeah, there's parts that obviously I'm going to speed up, but then parts where, like this, where I'm actually struggling, that is the parts that I still want to share with you guys, because maybe in my process of struggling, maybe you learn something, or better yet, you know a better way, and you can let me know in the comments. Leandri, you screwed up. Rather do it this way or that way, or whatever. Okay. I think that does not look too bad. I don't know how much of that is actually. You can see it. Let's turn the light down a bit. I don't know if that helps to actually see where the skin tone is and the definition. Okay, but let's bring back the light. Okay, I think I have 4 minutes left for now. Let's do shading on her blouse, because if we can just finish the shading now, then the only stuff that's left is then the elusive cow spots, and I'm guessing at this stage you can see which parts of the page does not have any color on it yet. So then it's the cow spots and all the Posca highlights and the sparkly bits, which is then left. Okay, so let's do some ads. Ooh, this, like I said, eventually I'll remember. Okay, you guys don't have to listen to me while I add the shadows. Guys, it's already 1 minute past 5. Okay, let's just finish the shading on her shirt, and then I will come back in a bit for the rest. I was not looking at that. I was wondering, why is that looking so crap? And there I fiddle with the mic and it pops off. Okay, hopefully you guys can still hear me. Let's just quickly do that. Guys, just before I went to start supper, I realized I haven't shaded these bits over here, so let's quickly do that. Okay guys, now for the fun part. Let me go look for some super golden markers and a Posca Pen. Okay, so with me now I have a Sakura Pigma Micron 08, and it's a 08 because that's the only one that I know where it is at the moment. And I've got a blue and purple super golden GuangNa super golden markers and two different Posca pens. I've got a 3mm, 1mm, and it's just because, oh no, that's not what that stands for. So the 1M is 0.7mm and the PC3M is 0.9 to 1.3 millimeters. Yeah, I just have both of them here because sometimes one doesn't want to work. I'm now also thinking I need a grey pencil for the shadows and for the items that are white. Let's just see. What does this grey look like? I'm not going to... Whoops, there goes my laptop. Not going to activate it with water. I'm wondering if that is too dark. That's the lightest one. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. Put that there. Hope it doesn't fall off. Okay, let's see. Where are we going to put this? Alright. Okay. Oh, forgot about the cat. Because I don't know what to do with the cat. I think I said I'm going to give it an identity crisis, right? Now, I'm going to start at the cow spots first, because I don't want to have my hand here in wet paint and I want to do the spots. So, firstly, we have a few issues here. We have stuff that already has patterns on it. I don't want those patterns. I'm going to turn them into cow spots. So let's see. I'm now wondering what I should do with the ridge over there. Should I do it the same color that I'm going to do that bit? Okay, so this is something that I saw even with my Brit Funas. As soon as the fine liner goes over it, it struggles a bit. So then I just scratch on a piece of paper. Okay. Oh, okay, and then of course we need to, I don't want those either. And this is part of what I like about the cow spots. It's just how it lets everything next to it pop. I love it. Okay, let's see this bottom one. Okay, so those are my spots on my plates. I think I think they look okay. I like it. I had to work with what I had on the plates, but I think they came out okay. Back of the page is still looking fine. Okay, and then now the cup. The cup has some flowers on it. I don't want those. This doesn't look like a cow spot. Looks more like those spots that you have to say. What is it that you see? Butterfly? What do you guys think about the very weird cow spot? Yeah, maybe I should not have made the cow spots. Guys, do you think I have enough cow spots? Maybe. Oh no, we still need to do the cat. The big long pause is because I am now starting to wonder if that is maybe too many to have 3 there and 2 the side and the cup and the tie. I don't know, but let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Okay, I think that's enough cow spots. Okay, now I want to use this blue super golden marker. Okay. I was going to use a golden type of color, but I decided that wasn't going to look pretty with the cow spots. I don't want to do that. It's wet. Okay, so that looks cool. Now I was wondering if I should also these top parts of the plates, because now they are looking, I don't know, unless I just leave them like that. Maybe it will be too much if I add that blue. Yeah. I am going to add the blue on the cat's tie. Okay. I think that's all for now on the blue. And then we'll switch to the purple. Okay, the purple, I wanted to add, I'm going to turn the book. This whole piece for the cupboard. I don't want to bring in too many colors for the metallics. I tend to feel very quickly that that was now too much, and that's not exactly the type of feeling that I'm getting from the cow spots, unfortunately, because it's just down here, and maybe if I didn't have the mug, I don't know. Maybe I have really just been looking at this page for too long. Okay, I do remember that I wanted to add metallic spots on the curtains. I wonder if I should stick with the purple as well over there. I'm definitely not going to make them blue. I don't want to make them pink. Let's stick with purple. Okay, did I get all the spots? Looks like it. I think that looks cool, because when you look at this angle, then you get some dark areas on the picture, and when you do that, you get shiny. Okay, now it is time for the white Posca. I'm very nervous for this. Maybe let's start with the finer tip. Okay. Not that I really know where because I have this terrible notion to add too many. And I know we like to joke that you can't have enough white highlights, but you can. You can have enough, you can have too many. The purple isn't completely dry yet. I don't know about you guys, but now it feels like it's not really adding. Let's try the other one. See, this one is a lot thicker than the other one. That's why I was hoping the other one, even that, on my scrap piece of paper, it will look white. Yo, that's too much. Well, that is too much. That's why I was hoping the other one would work. So, not paint all over my fingers. Let's try. Let's. Oh man, that is going to frustrate me. Okay, so let's try a jelly roll. And lately I've been struggling with the jelly rolls as well. Don't know why. When I started out with this hobby and that's the only thing I had, I didn't have issues. So why now, when we have more options, is it giving me issues? Okay, let's see. Just adding that extra sparkle to her eyes that I saw from Sabi. That looks pretty. So for the highlights, I'm not trying to work sparingly because I don't want the page to feel too much. Like I said, it's very easy for that to happen. And there are some things you can't take away again. Yeah, you can try to color over it, but this is not working for me. I can scribble on a piece of paper, and then as soon as I come back, no. Where's the other cherries? Let's see. And it's not necessarily because of this pencil. I've been really, the last while I have just been struggling with my highlights. And it ends up looking all weird. Let's see. This is the Languo gel pen, and that's even worse at the moment. That's not, I don't want the thick one. Let's go back to the other one. I need to get another one of these. This one, the tip is all frayed. But this is my finer one. Look at that. It doesn't want to. So I'm back on the big Posca Pen again, but it's also still very frustrating. And then it will just stop working. Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm gonna go look for a different white pen. So guys, this is basically a GuangNa white acrylic marker. Let's try that. I'm gonna try and do as fine as I can, because now obviously now the brush tip at least with this I'm not struggling to get the paint out of the marker. In some areas it's not very opaque, but I'll take it. It's better than what I was struggling with. So something that I know for a fact that I don't do, I do not put individual highlights on each cow spot. That I don't do. Just want to see like that. It doesn't necessarily look like what did I do? Oh yes, I'm getting the whole mouse pad full of white paint. But it doesn't look too bad when I do that. Again, when's enough? Leandri doesn't know. Do you guys know? I need to remember I need to do something with our nails. You guys, sorry I'm going quiet. This is now typically one of the stages where self-doubt really takes flight with the page, with the page. So now it doesn't feel like I can give you guys tips because I'm not even convinced of what I'm doing. Okay, now I'm not going to add extra highlights onto the skin, but I need to figure out, maybe I can add that same light red on the nails, and then again with the Prismacolor, the same like we did, like I did for the cheeks. Just checking if there's anything. Oh, the hair. I still don't know what to do with the hair. I'll come back to that just now. Yeah, that was like staring me in the face, quite literally. Everything is has highlights except that hair. I just want to see. This is the piece that I did with the. I just made it too thick in any case. I think that looks okay. Is that supposed to be a mole? I don't know. Just imagine it for a moment, just as a black spot. Let's rather just leave it like that. Okay, now the hair, because I think that's the only thing. That's the only thing left, guys, is the hair. And I'm really worried. And once I put stuff there, I can't take it away. Okay, so I am going to think about this. I am going to, yeah, you could think is where the hair shine would be. Okay, like that. Okay, and then on the other side, same story. Okay, so okay, but I do need to put some of these highlights back that I took out. Alright, I want to add, now I don't want to be precious about this. Maybe some bulky highlights is the way to go on the hair. Let's see. Like over here. I also don't always know if the broken up highlights look better or if it's just one solid line. I don't know. Okay. I really need to go and watch a few videos where people are doing this kind of thing. Guys, can you imagine if I tried to put in all these highlights with one of those Posca pens? I would have gone crazy by now. So obviously, as the paint marker is drying, it is losing some of its opacity, and that's okay because I'm in any case not convinced about all of the highlights that I've added into her hair, but they are there now. Are we gonna do that one lot? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so we can add there as well. Okay. I don't know about you guys. Let me quickly have a scan over this page. Anything like that I think I might have missed. I said I don't want to put extra shading on the curtains, or highlights at least. We've got the flowers, the vase, got all of that. No, yes, somewhere. It was there. I said I was going to edit that one. There was just something else that I saw. No, I don't know. Oh, this. There we also have a few. Okay. That over here. Checking if I'm seeing anything. I don't see anything else, guys. Okay, so let's see. I am very happy with, okay, obviously the poor page looks like this now, but I am going to put it underneath every book. Yeah, mic is still on. Nothing has bled through. That is very good. So not the water pencils, watercolor pencils, not the GuangNa Super Golden markers, not my Pigma Fineliner. Everything is fine. And overall, I can say this. I enjoyed it. I mean, you guys can clearly tell I enjoyed it up until the point where I had to struggle with a white pen. Even though I've been worried about the hair and the skin tone, even the amount of cow spots, all of that, I still enjoyed it very, very much, and it was just a white pen that really, really irritated me. I think her hair looks okay. Now I left that for last, and obviously I want to be done with the page now. It's getting late, but when I do the next page, or not this page, but when I do the next page in this book, I will definitely go and look at how these types of characters' hair gets colored. I know Sabi was telling me about the typical big white highlight that you will get in manga pictures. So I did remember. It's not that I forgot. I was just did not have the brain power to try and add that over on top of my watercolor paint hair. Not today. Maybe next time. Next time I'll try that. Guys, I really hope that you enjoyed going on this journey with me, because the journey it definitely was. I proved to myself that I can tackle a page like this within one day. I wouldn't normally, not that I really had time today to just sit and do this, but I did. It is Sunday. So obviously during the week I would not be able to do this, because then I would only have some time in the evenings. But point is, I could manage to do this whole page, and that was because of using watercolor pencils. I will definitely be using some more of them in this book. Okay, so this is the last time I'm trying to do my outro. Guys, if you like this video and you would like to see more content like this from me, please do let me know in the comment section. These types of videos don't always get a lot of views, but I also do realize people are busy. I'm definitely not getting to everybody's videos that I would actually like to watch, or like someone will have 5 videos and I can only watch one of them. So I know time is scarce. So let me know if you like it, and please subscribe and please like if you do like it. It really helps. I do see there that I missed a little bit of GuangNa Super Golden Marker. Okay, now it's done. And guys, you must enjoy your day and enjoy your coloring, enjoy your crafting, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Ooh, no, wait. If you stuck until the end, send me an emoji of a cow. Okay, bye.